You want us to mute it?
Yeah, please, right now. I
Okay.
mean,
You want us to mute it?
yeah, please, right now. Okay. Now you can unmute, please. Unmute. Warren. Warren's still not on yet, so. You guys can talk now. We are being videotaped. I have to resend it to Warren. So just give me a minute. I'm going to go into my office to resend it to him.
So Mark, have you heard anything about the PPP yet?
No, nothing's been put out yet by the SBA. We're still waiting patiently. We've seen the initial information on it, but there's no application yet. There's nothing really for us to dig our teeth into.
Yeah, I know, and they made enough changes so that everything from the first round is not good anymore, but not enough to.
A couple good things came out of that. The new application, the new forgiveness application is any loans of 150,000 or less. It's just a short 1 or 2 pager that we have to customers to fill out.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a positive, because I know the first round that he came in, as somebody put it, they were like trying to slide in one building at the same time. So they made the changes as they went through the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the second one will be smoother.
Carl, it's really hard to hear you. It sounds like the microphone is too far away almost from you.
Yeah, I'll probably take the mask off once we actually start.
Okay.
It's like the. Yeah, as soon as Terry gets back, we'll get going. We have no public as far as I know.
Hey, Carl, this is Warren. I was able to join.
Okay. Terry's coming back now, so.
Did he get on?
Yep. So he's back up. Warren's on, so we can start.
Oh, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for attending. I apologize about the last meeting. Our bank board meeting ran a little bit longer than anticipated, and I wasn't able to get in, so I apologize again. So let's call the meeting to order. Do we have any public comment period?
We do not.
No. Okay. Approval of the minutes of December 16th. Did everyone have a chance to read them?
Yes.
Okay. Can we have a motion to accept?
Linda moves to accept.
Okay, can we have a second?
Second, Karen.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Carl, do you have your executive director's report?
Yeah, we did send one out. We are working with, Potter's Table did move to the Arc of Mid-Hudson, so they are getting their operations going in their new location, and we sent out a loan commitment for them, so we hope to have that back soon and closed. We are working with Mark Chodak to finally close out his loan, but he opened just before Christmas and reports things are going well, and he has 5 employees. So hopefully he'll be in tomorrow with
Mhm.
his, and we'll get that, closed out and through the process as well. So the loans that we have are going pretty well. We continue to get inquiries. We don't have a loan for this application. I think from now on, I'm going to leave loan and activity on as a potential executive session, whether we do it or not, because we may have executive sessions for things other than actual loan approvals, like if we have a delinquency or something like that, so that won't be operative this time, will remain on the agenda permanently from, in case we need it. The Foreland is coming toward conclusion. They bought the building in front of them, the old Lawrence Furniture Building, and are working with the Catskill Village LDC on a New York Main Street grant for that project, and they're working on starting to lease up that property as well. They anticipate starting to lease the back building formally next month, and they should be done in April. And they said they have enough they had enough workspaces. They sold out all their workspaces in the back building, and they're starting to lease the front, which is not all the spaces that they have, but they've carved out these little spaces for artists, and they're going really quickly. So that's the first step toward the full leasing. The state did release community development block grant applications for micro enterprise and public facilities yesterday. So economic development micro enterprise is an open round for the year. So I would anticipate that we're going to be applying for micro funding again at some point. They also released what they call community planning, which is for planning projects. The county applied and got infrastructure planning money a few years ago under that category, and public facilities and public infrastructure, which has come up and something we might explore. That round is now out and will be available until March 5th, which is the application deadline. The state does seem to be piecemealing their programs again. They didn't do the consolidated funding application they normally do last year, and they're getting things out in dribs and drabs. This announcement was the 2020 CDBG funds. The state also got funds for community development block grant under the CARES Act that they're supposed to be releasing at some point. So we're still anticipating that funding, as well as the regular, what would be the 2021 CDBG program, which is in that 6,000 page bill that they passed like normal. So that may well come up as part of the consolidated funding if that returns in the summertime. And just a couple of things. Greene County sales tax we have one payment to get, but we're going to end up with more money than we got last year. We're up just under 6% for the year with one payment to go.
Okay.
So we did really well. We're in the top 10 among counties in sales tax increase for this year. Most counties are down. The state's down like 9%, and New York City's down 16%. So I mean, the only capital district county other than us that was up was Washington County, and they were up 0.9% as of the end of November. So things are going really well, and housing prices are way up, as I'm sure the bankers know. We're up 42.8% in November and hit a record of $279,800 was the median price for the month. And the business still, it may not be as strong in the dead of winter, but business seems to be good. It's on the same. I'm sure Karen can comment on that a little bit more, but the housing boom is still with us. And Terry just put out Positively Greene, so you should be getting that. The print copy just came out before the meeting started.
Hot off the press.
So that is the year-end review of all the various projects that the department was involved in on the tourism.
Not all of them,
planning.
but
There's a lot in there, so it's please take a look at it when you get a chance. We also will be distributing the brochure in the next couple of weeks. We got that back from the printer, and that's going to be going out to banks, financial institutions, chambers, and whoever else we think can distribute it on the loan program. So that's my report for the month.
Okay. Thank you. And a very good report. Is there any board member discussion? Anybody any updates, anything going on?
Alan's not here, but he got promoted. Maybe that's why he's not here. He got a promotion.
No, I'm here, Carl.
So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'm traveling today, so I'm on just myself. No video.
All right, we didn't have your name.
Congratulations.
Sure have it, but congratulations. We saw that yesterday, so.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. Schedule the annual meeting.
We
What
do
is
need to
that
do an
called?
annual meeting, hopefully to, we have to wrap up budget and other items from 2020 and then elect officers and move ahead for 2021. So I would like to do that as the February meeting on February 3rd at 4 o'clock. I assume we'll be still operating by Zoom. We're still at the county, we're still at the 50% Zoom level. I don't think that's going to change between now and February. If anything, we, suppose it's possible the building could close, but we're probably not going to be allowed to have full occupancy in the next few weeks. So we are going to have to, I would assume we would have to schedule that by Zoom. But we'll need a motion for the annual meeting.
Anybody like to make a motion?
I'll make it. This is Alan.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second,
Second.
Karen Dion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried.
All right, thank you. Like I said, we have one kind of sort of application coming through. We've had a couple inquiries lately. We do have a meeting with a potential client tomorrow on a project related to the Foreland building. So that's one. We continue to look for, loan opportunities as they become available. As hopefully the economy starts to open up, we will start to see more business, and we are closing on the ones that we've done recently are moving ahead and are making good progress.
We've met with the owners of the new owners of the Catskill Game Farm a couple times, and they're a potential future application. So once they need to put together a business plan and kind of focus in on the first steps of several large projects that they're thinking of doing out there. So hopefully it will come to fruition.
Good.
Okay, that's great.
That's basically our report. If we pursue micro, we may bring the class back at some point. I know Columbia County has done that in virtual format. We have been making a little more effort to put out training opportunities in the interim, but I would like to bring that back at some point in the not too distant future. And I think that's all we got for this time.
Okay.
We'll have more next time. We're gonna have to go over like the financials and everything, which we didn't spend a whole ton of money, but that is something that the authority's budget office does require at the annual meeting. So you will have a little bit thicker packet and things for the board.
Okay. And again, I have to ask, is there any need to go into executive session?
There is not this time.
Yep, okay. Anything else to come before the board? Motion for adjournment?
You got it.
Lined up,
Motion
moves to-
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carried.
Great, thank you.
Warren, you have nothing to say?
Wow.
Is he muted?
I'm still here.
Well, you gotta be unpredictable, a little bit unpredictable.
Yeah.
So
So,
thanks, and we'll see you all on February 3rd. So.
Okay.
Have a good
All
evening.
right.
Take care.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Karen, are you available on your cell phone right now?
Excuse me?
Are you available on your cell phone right now?
I am.
Okay, I'll call you in a couple of minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
All
Bye-bye.
right, thank
All
you.
right.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.